Hello everyone, today we are going to get rock in delinquent style with another friend of Yacho Anonymous in the past who sadly passed away. Being a minor character of the main story, you should already know who she is. It's Kanae Yukino. So let's get started talking about her information. Kanae Yukino is a 16-year-old balanced-type magical girl. Her eye color is purple and her hair is light blonde. She is 159 centimeters in height. Kanae's soul gem is a red crucifix-shaped gem with elaborate gold framing located on her right shoulder in her magical girl form as a shoulder accessory. Her weapon to attack and fight is an iron pipe that resembles a Japanese smoking pipe. Her witch and doppel form is Gibdaughter. Her wish to become a magical girl was to erase a game from existence and erase them quickly. I wish to erase this slimy stretch, whole syndicate from reality immediately. She comes from Saki Ward in Kamihama City and attends Saki General High School. Her magical girl element is the dark element and her ability is Ignore Armor. Direct damage to the inside by ignoring defense. Kanae was always quiet and kind since she was a child. However, as she grew older, bad characters flocked to her due to her severe expression. Not one to back down, she found herself in fights every day. After discovering music, she started playing the guitar. The doppel of residence, its form is a hummingbird. The master of this emotion is fond of her doppel's body, which reverberates well. The doppel aligns the pitch of its singing voice to resonate with any physical object until it shatters. It is also likely to use its voice to oscillate the brains of organisms, then use high-frequency sound waves to vibrate its beak, with which it pierces the hearts of its victims with great precision. Kanae has the face of a thug, thus she grew up being harassed by actual thugs and got into fights. She became a magical girl because a thug from a local gang targeted her after losing a fight. He took her only friend, Kohai, as hostage and intended to ravage them as revenge. Kyubei gave the bait and Kanae took it since there was no other way. Her wish was that she wanted to the eradication of the thug's gang. He had just joined another. She distanced herself from Kohai and chased after the thug. When she caught wind of him appearing again, she barged into Kanagi's territory and they got into a fight since the Kanagi thought Kanae was a poacher. Their fight led them to Yachicho's territory and she and Mifyu intervened. At this time, Kanagi and Yachicho are not acquaintances. Both sides explained their reasons and accepted mediation from Yachicho. Kanagi passes out from her injuries. She is nursed back to health at Yachicho's house. It seems Kanagi left a grief seed to heal Kanae as a form of apology. She was being overly aggressive since her territory has been plagued by poachers recently. Yachicho introduced Kanae as a friend who has run away from home to Yachicho's grandmother, is kind and loving elderly lady who warmed Kanae's heart. After being nursed to health, Kanae wanted to go back to see Yachicho's grandmother again, but cannot find a reason to. Yachicho finds her loitering around her place and knowingly invites her home. She also informs her grandmother is worried for her as well. Kanae took the offer after some considerations and thus began her life at Anonymous. Kanae joined the team of Yachicho and Mifyu and bonded together with them. Grandma was always there with a listening ear, and Kanae is comfortable spilling all of her worries out. Grandma's advice is she should lose the frowning face since it attracts the same company and gave more thought on what she wants than how people look at her. Slowly, Kanae changed for the better. She took up music so she could express herself, joining the K-On! Club in taking rock. She gets along with the members and has a good time. Sometime later, she's returning home with two of her bandmates, excited about practicing at a studio and bid each other goodbye. Mifu's wife informs Kanae about a witch nearby when they hear a scream. Mifu sees two girls with musical instruments being carried off in a black van, and Kanae chases after it. She found her friends at the same place where Kohai was once held hostage. It was the same Doug, and she knocked her out easily this time around. Mifu arrives and notes that the Doug was kissed by the witch, and Kanae decides to call the cops to send the girls home and arrest the Doug. The girls were no longer afraid of Kanae after this. Mifu informs Kanae that Grandma is hospitalized and Yachiyo is there with her. After some thought, Kanae decides to hunt the witch to prevent it from hurting others instead, leaving Grandma under Yachiyo's care. Mifu joins her and they are able to nail down the witch's location. However, the witch is too strong and they are having trouble defeating it. Yachiyo arrives just in time, informing the two that Grandma is alright and affirmed by the doctor. They make a short work of the witch and rush back to the hospital. Grandma is happy that she is surrounded by the kind girls and hopes that they will be there when it's time for her funeral. Back in the day, present, Kanae's ghost apologizes to Grandma for going first. However, Kanae has no regrets since she chose to give her life willingly, and thanks to the Nanamis and Mifu for giving her a chance to change into a better person. It ends with Kanae's voice line. Nice to see that you are well, Yachiyo. Kanae's ability is a bit hard to understand. It's called Ignore Armor. It seems from what's known of the ability to transfer damage ignoring her defense. Her first name, Kanae, means love, affection, while the last name, Yukino, means snow and field. Fact 1. Her illustrator is Noko. Fact 2. The name of her doppel is a pun on guitar maker Gibson brands. Its design is a reference to the very popular model of acoustic guitar, the Gibson Hummingbird. Fact 3. Her Japanese VA is Nanako Mori, who you may know as Akira Kenjo, aka Cure Chocolat, in Kira Kira Pre-Cure a la Mode, Yukio Shirado in the Mega Box series, and the Japanese voice of I'll Let You Know in Genshin Impact. She has an English VA who is listed as Abby Tort. A famous voice actor for both anime and American cartoon media, you may know Abby Tort by these roles: Veronica Leons in Seven Deadly Sins, Yukina in Kabari of the Iron Fortress, and Ivy in Carmen Sandiego, the 2019 series. And that's Kanae Yukino. Next time we are going to talk about a non-Japanese magical girl. Not that this has anything to do with Pearl Historia or Tart and her crew. We are not there to talk about them yet. She was made for the North American servers of Magia Record before they shut down, but transferred to the Japanese servers so she remains playable, that being Ashley Taylor. So see you next time. Bye.